and all. It is. I got a bug in my throat.
Welcome, today. One and all. It is Bite Size Thursday. Bite Size Media, a subsidiary of Slate Media. And today, we're watching Avatar.
That was nicely.
Are we good with that intro?
Episode. I don't know what is of the book. I have the total 52.
Western Air Temple.
Yep.
This is our WAP episode. WAP. Like WAP. You know,
Western Air Temple. WAT.
Yes.
I thought you said WAP. I was like,
I thought he was mispronouncing what, and I was about to correct him on a basic word of the English language.
No, because I was doing that. I was making a joke.
Yeah. He was making innuendo.
Yes, it was funny. But anyway, no, this is a good episode, though. I am very excited. This is the episode, right?
Hi, I'm Zuko.
Hey, Zuko here.
He made the full turn. He's coming. And
that's the one. That's the thing I remember about this episode. Hey, Zuko here.
Hey, Zuko here.
And that's where that's all I remember is he joins the group, but it's not like a, hey, you're in. It's there. They don't trust him, and they shouldn't. That's all I remember.
I would not trust him at all.
That's the thing that always frustrated me about this episode was like, if you remember correctly, he burns Toph.
That's right.
And so they're like, oh, you burned Toph. You haven't changed. But like, he doesn't. Like, she snuck up, if I remember correctly, she sneaks up on him while he's sleeping.
That's right.
So, like...
Yeah,
it's her fault.
Yeah, it's definitely see the issues with the group there. But yeah, are you guys ready to watch this episode?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's...
take a bite.
This is Greg.
And ladies and gentlemen, we just watched the Western Air Temple.
WAT, according to someone.
It has a good ring to it. Whack.
Well, technically, there's a the in there, so it wouldn't be.
So it's the.
No. I didn't think about that. I was gonna say it like, oh.
You're not supposed to use articles as a part of the.
Well, in this case, we shouldn't.
Definitely.
Anyway, yes, it does. This was a good episode. Hi, Zuko here. Fantastic.
Hey, Zuko here. It's so funny.
It is funny.
It's funny when he's practicing, but then when he shows up and it's real intense and they're all, and it's like, brr, brr, and then he goes, hey, Zuko.
Is this the first time we see Aang and him talking since...
We could have been friends?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, actually having a conversation, not just, like...
It probably is.
Fighting?
Did they talk at all at the Crossroads of Destiny?
I don't think so.
Or at any point in book 2?
I mean, if they did, it wouldn't have been like to this level. Yeah,
they talked when Iroh gets lightninged by Azula, and they talked to him. I don't remember if Aang speaks. Remember, they're like, Zuko, we can help, is what Katara says. And then he does the whee! That's in book 2. Okay. That might be the last time they saw him before Crossroads of Destiny. And then they've not seen him this whole season.
I mean, why don't they believe him? His hair's down.
His hair's down, obviously. That means he's okay.
Yeah. Clearly, that shows change to me.
I just love how it makes so much sense. Obviously, they're antsy about getting him back. And, like, I think they balance the tone really well.
It's really funny while also being very, like, important character-wise.
Yeah.
Like, and I like the little, it's things that I've seen people say about, like, differences between animation and live action where you have little things you can do for gestures, because who said it? Someone on YouTube said, like, animation, it's like a puppet. You can do anything you want.
Yeah.
Live action's a little harder, because, like, the close-up of the side of Aang's face, like that profile where, during Zuko's little speech at the end, where you just see the eyes just slowly, like, lighten up a little bit, and then the eyes get wider, you know what I mean? Like, stuff like that, or like when Appa licks him, because Appa remembers he let him go in book 2, saved him, and then you see Aang kind of, it's a full body gesture, just kind of go, like, let his guard down a little bit, because Appa likes him.
Yeah. And Appa's a great judge of character. So
which you said in the episode, you said that during, wasn't that you, or was that you?
What?
Who said that during the episode, the Appa? That was you?
Yeah, I was like, he's a great judge of character. Yeah, obviously, if Appa likes you, you're good.
I thought you said if Appa likes you, you're gay.
That's what I thought, too.
I was like, there's a lot of gay people in this universe. I guess Appa does like a lot of people.
I'm sure Appa loves everyone. Appa's a great one.
Funny thing about this episode, so the way they aired it, this was because Day of the Black Sun is 2007. they then aired this episode through Sozin's Comet like day after day, and each day they would air the episode from the day before, like all the episodes. So like this one was on every day for like a week. And so I saw this episode like 5 times because I saw it before the Firebending Masters, I saw it before the Boiling Rock episode, and then the last couple, and so like they kept showing it. They'd show this, and then the next day showed the 2, and then the 3. Like, you know, it's a rollout. So I saw this episode over and over and over. So there were points of this where I was like, I said the quote right before, and you're like,
you nailed the quote. I was like
like Toph putting her feet in the water. It's the stuff. And I think I said like that line's been said in a million places. Just I remember her saying it in that moment.
It's amazing. It's funny you say that because this is another one that I feel like I've seen a lot, probably because of the reasons you just said. And immediately as when we saw like the upside down buildings, and it just clued back and like, oh my god, I don't know why those upside down air tunnel buildings are just ingrained in the back of my head just from seeing this so many times. And it's also just
those are gonna look so stupid in live action.
I'm
sorry, this is coming out around the time that the Netflix Avatar dropped, and of the 3 of us, I'm the one who has watched it. I'm about to draw a lot of comparisons in the next coming episodes.
Yeah, I do think that that could translate okay to live action, just because it's such a cool idea, and the fact that they were still.
You haven't seen how they've done the rest of the stuff.
That's a very good point. That's very true. But I just like the way that like they still like follow the laws of gravity, and they still like sit like on the right side.
Yeah,
it's just built like that. That's so cool.
I get really disoriented with this. Like it looks like they are on the correct. Like they're on the floor, right?
Yeah. Well, the floor is normal. The building is just flipped, so they're in the same spot they'd be if it was flipped the other way. It's just the roof that points down. Okay. So the roof and the floor.
So they are technically on the ceiling. It's not like the air nomads were walking upside down in these buildings.
Yeah, I know.
No, evidenced by Zuko getting thrown off that ledge when Sparky Boom Man, goes, Haksaboomy as I call it, and then just pushes him off the ledge and he grabs the root.
Honestly, this was probably the best way. Do you think that they put this character in all along to lead up to this, or do you think he was just convenient that at the end they were able to use him to show the
I think he was a loose end.
You think so?
I sort of do.
Yeah. They tied up that end pretty spectacularly.
They build him up early in the 3rd season as this thing that's going to be chasing the Avatar. We only see him 3 times.
Yeah, something like that.
That's why I'm like, I could see them them playing the long game and knowing that they were going to bring us back with Zuko, but at the same time, we just don't see him.
If you don't stop, I won't pay you. And he goes, okay, I'll pay you double.
If I'm a Sparky Boom Man, I'm taking that double pay. Are you kidding me?
Well, it's because they've eluded him and they hurt him. He got hit with a walk right to the forehead. Yeah. Also, so he's mad.
I also am realizing there's a fair point that the king could have told Sparky Boom Man.
Who's the king?
Not the king. I don't mean king. I mean
the Fire Lord?
Thank you. My brain just took a crap there for some reason. Maybe,
I also think that Azula intercepted at some point that we don't remember.
That would all, yeah. If they say they'll pay him more than whatever Zuko does, they make sure that he doesn't turn around again.
Yeah. This was the start of me also with the watching. Like, I hadn't watched any of this really live since Crossroads of Destiny. But then when it was like, the final episodes are airing this week, it's like, well, I better watch. And you're watching, it's like, I don't have all the background. Mm-hmm. And starting this, it's like, I think I got it all, because after I said last week, or 2 weeks ago, my friend was just like, oh yeah, Day of Black Sun, they lose.
Well, thanks.
Also, why do they still have all that armor on Appa while walking to the Western Air Temple?
Probably if they discard it out in the open, people can track down where they are. So my guess is once they got to the temple, they took it all off because they could put it somewhere. That's my guess.
I guess that makes sense.
He could have carried all those people without all that armor.
I guess I don't know why they have that armor in there.
They're doubting my boy Appa's
strength. It's also supposed to be they've suffered a humiliating defeat and they're very down to earth at this point. They're in the dirt. It's literally like they're walking their heads down because they kind of just lost. That's also the first scene that anyone saw for months after Day of the Black because it was into the next year. So first thing you see is them all walking sadly. Even Appa, it's like, oh, things are bad.
It makes. I mean, yeah, you have to keep them down that way. And We're getting close now because how many more episodes are left?
Like 4 before.
5. There's 5. This is, wait, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's 5 between now and Sozin's Comet.
Okay, yeah, so we are literally about to be done with this then.
Yeah, we're getting close. We say it every week, but it's true. We're just gonna keep getting closer and closer.
Mm-hmm.
But so like on the topic of you say like eyes moving expressions in animation, that moment where Katara threatens Zuko.
Yeah, that was such a good moment.
Again, because you could see the rage in her face. Like live action, that is not gonna happen. It is not going to be... I'm sorry, I'm drawing comparisons again. I just finished it yesterday, so it is just not... For one, the girl that plays Katara is incredibly short, but so is Zuko.
Oh. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm frustrated with it.
Yeah, I will be curious to see how they end up with it. But yeah, anything else about today's episode?
I kind of like how they... I mentioned it while we were watching. It's like, we have the Duke... and then the Mechanist son, and then the Earthbender son guy. I don't remember everyone's names except the Duke. But those 3, it's like when they get there, let's go find some secret rooms to get them out of there when Zuko shows up. And then later it's like, let's go look for Toph. I'm like, yeah, they're literally just getting them out of the scene.
At what point do they actually end? Are they out of the series entirely?
I don't remember.
Okay. I don't think they are.
I don't remember.
You don't think they are? Because it's like, at what point, like, why are you continually have those characters in if you're just gonna write them out every other minute? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, and then I like how each member has a different approach to accepting, where it's like, well, I like how Toph is the level-headed one because she doesn't have the history with Zuko that the others do. So it's like, she's like, he needs a teacher. Mm-hmm. And here's one served us on a silver platter, and you're letting you're letting yourself get upset or something, or feelings get in the way or something. And then when they ask her, she's like, yeah, it's cool, I get to deliver payback now. And Sokka's like, whatever helps defeat the Fire Lord. And then Katara's like, I'll go along with it.
Yeah, it was.
I was like, okay.
Yeah, I'm glad they used her. And also because it was. Oh, there goes my train of thought.
A little shocking that she's the hesitant one of the 3.
To accept him?
Yes, because Sokka is usually...
it's more because Zuko betrayed her.
Yeah.
That's why.
Oh, yeah.
Well, and at the Northern Air Temple, too, he beat her.
Yeah. And he took Aang away from her at the North Pole.
Yeah.
She said the worst of it.
It's absolutely, it absolutely makes sense.
That's why she threatens him at the end.
Yeah. Which again, that scene just.
Yeah. Oh, and we saw, of course, flashbacks of pre-season 1 Zuko with he's still got the bandage over the scar, and he's got the hairdo. Honor.
The second flashback, I almost was crying. Like I was there, like a tear almost shed.
Soldier boy.
Well, you were tearing up during Zuko's little speech.
Was it the last one? No, Aang's speech.
No, you just now, when we watched it, when Zuko was saying the whole thing.
No. It was when Aang responded to him.
Okay,
I think you're the one that's supposed to teach me firebending because you know how dangerous it can be. That was when I was like, oh no, I feel something.
Another great moment. This is a fantastic. Oh,
it's so good. Let's go
on
to next week.
Let's just keep watching everything. But yeah. For next week, you should watch episode
27.
27.
No.
What is next week's episode?
The Firebending Masters.
Firebending Masters.
My favorite episode.
There you go. Get tuned for next week. But until that episode comes out, if you want to follow us online, where are the social media links?
You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and the funny TikTok, and X. And let's do us on Apple, Google, Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and hey, if it's YouTube, like, subscribe, comment, ring our bells, and check out us. Check out our groovy website. Check us out and rate us on all those app thingies.
Absolutely. So yes, thank you today for.
Absolutely.
Made that joke a million times.
I love my repeating jokes. But yes,
I'm glad someone does.
Thank you for listening to today's episode. Make sure to stay tuned next week for plenty more. And every Thursday you want to watch us, make sure to
take a bite.